Welcome to Smart Income Masters, where we help you make money smarter. If you're looking for smart ways to build your income, maybe stay ahead of the curve, well, you're definitely in the right place. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on our future deep dives. Today, we're looking at a collection of insights, really, that seem to be pointing towards a pretty significant shift in the business world. And our goal, our mission today, is to unpack what this might mean for you for your income potential.
Yeah, and what's really fascinating, I think, is that our sources are highlighting what they're calling a no-brainer business opportunity. It's
You,
something that's being talked about by some, major players right now.
a no-brainer. Okay.
They're suggesting it's something they'd actively jump into if they were, say, starting completely fresh today.
Okay, right. Let's dig into this no-brainer then. Our sources seem to outline this opportunity, the compelling reasons behind it, and also how they believe almost anyone can actually participate, which is interesting, regardless of their current background or expertise. So, what are the fundamental forces driving this? What's behind it?
Well, if you connect the dots, looking at the bigger picture, the information we've gathered really consistently points to one thing: the rapid integration of artificial intelligence AI.
Yeah.
It's happening across industries, but there's a huge segment of the business landscape, particularly small to medium-sized businesses, SMBs, that are, well, they're struggling. They're struggling to really grasp it, to get a handle on it, and then implement this technology effectively.
Okay. So it's less about needing to be the person who invents the next big AI breakthrough and more about helping existing businesses actually use the tools that are already out there. Yeah, that feels much more accessible for a lot of people.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Yeah, our analysis shows a really significant need within these businesses. They need clear explanations. First off, now what is AI? What can it actually do for them? Then they need guidance on, the most relevant applications for their specific situation, their specific needs. And finally, practical help. Just getting these AI tools integrated to improve how they operate, maybe boost their bottom line.
Right. And this is where it gets really interesting, isn't it? The sources suggest this exact gap. The gap between the power of AI and the businesses that could really benefit from it. That gap is fueling a pretty substantial demand for a new kind of service provider. They're often called things like AI automation agencies,
Yeah.
but these aren't necessarily the people building the core AI tech itself.
Exactly. And what's compelling here, something multiple sources brought up, is this parallel being drawn to the early days of the internet. Remember back then, businesses knew the internet was important, was going to be big, but most lacked the expertise to, say, build a website or use online tools effectively.
Yeah, I remember that.
And that led to this huge surge in web development companies, digital consulting businesses, right?
Absolutely.
The data we're seeing suggests we're witnessing a very similar dynamic unfolding right now, but with AI.
That analogy, the internet boom one, that really puts it into perspective, doesn't it? It provides a useful frame. It wasn't just about, being early to the internet. It was about guiding businesses through that massive technological shift. And the info we have really emphasizes that the entry barriers getting into this AI service space today, they seem considerably lower than, say, the heavy coding demands of early web development.
Which brings up a really important question. If someone doesn't have that deep technical background, maybe in AI or coding, can they genuinely capitalize on this? Can they make it work? And the information we've looked at is actually quite clear on this point. A highly technical background is not the primary prerequisite here.
Right.
Yeah.
That's key. The emphasis seems to be more on the ability to articulate AI concepts simply, explain it well, and then identify practical business applications, help with the integration, which, as you said, often doesn't require super extensive coding knowledge itself. We've even seen examples of people from really diverse backgrounds successfully launching ventures in this space. They're leveraging skills they already have, maybe from consulting or sales or even project management.
Exactly right. The sources really pinpoint three key areas where individuals can contribute meaningfully. There's education, then consulting, and implementation. And you don't necessarily need to be an expert in all three right away. You could start by focusing where your existing skills and, frankly, your interests best align. For instance, if you're good at explaining complex things clearly, maybe you focus on educating businesses about AI's potential just for their specific industry.
Okay, so what does this actually mean for, someone listening right now? For you. Our analysis indicates that the demand, the actual need for these AI-related services, The education, the consulting, the implementation, it's currently significantly exceeding the available supply.
Yeah, it really is.
Which presents, well, a notable window of opportunity, doesn't it? For individuals who are willing to learn, willing to adapt. It's kind of about choosing a growing field, maybe like getting in the right boat, where your efforts can have a much bigger impact than struggling in a declining market.
And if we think a bit longer term, take that perspective, the data suggests AI isn't just some temporary trend. It's seen as a fundamental evolution in how businesses will operate going forward. This implies that the need for these AI services, education, consulting, implementation, it's likely just going to keep expanding in the years ahead,
Yeah.
potentially creating a really sustainable and profitable market.
So this deep dive today, it's revealed a pretty compelling picture, I think. The increasing adoption of AI, it's undeniable, and it's generating the significant need for people, for individuals who can effectively bridge that gap, the gap between sophisticated technology and, real-world business applications. And according to the information we've explored, this isn't just limited to the tech specialists, the hardcore coders. It seems to be an opportunity for almost anyone with that willingness to learn and, crucially, to assist businesses in navigating this whole evolving landscape.
So as you reflect on this, maybe think about your own skills, your experiences. Where might you fit within this emerging ecosystem? Which aspects really resonate the most? Is it the educating part,
Hmm.
the consulting, or maybe the hands-on implementation of AI solutions? It's a rapidly developing area, no doubt.
Sure.
And the key, as our sources really underscore, is probably to just remain curious, stay adaptable, and be proactive in learning.
Absolutely. This could very well be that significant opportunity our sources are pointing to. Is this exploration today has sparked your interest, maybe got you thinking, and you want to delve further into how you might capitalize on this evolving landscape? Well, make sure you subscribe to Smart Income Masters. We'll have more insightful analysis coming your way to help you make money smarter